Cancer, how you doing? So why am I hearing and Guardians of the Galaxy, or you're looking at stars, you could be looking at Aquarian, could be looking at someone that's famous, so you want to be famous, or the cat amongst the pigeons, you could be dealing with a cat, which would be a Leo, Aquarius, so I'm definitely hearing Aquarian or Leos. You're right, Cancer, how you doing? But I keep hearing Unguardian Leviosa. Unguardian Leviosa bush. Whoosh. So some of you are trying to cast spells or something, I don't know. But I keep hearing I'm guarding myself. Some of you are just completely and utterly guarded. Well, you might as well go. So I'm hearing, well, I'm just trying to guard myself. I'm trying to protect myself. Oh, really, people? Why is it that I keep getting all of these messages from people to keep telling me about rituals and stuff like that they keep practicing? All you're doing is that you're just putting negative energy and thoughts into your head. That's all. I mean, it could be you, it could be the other person. But something to do with rituals and stuff like that, you're just putting negative... I'm not going to do what you like. But yeah, the more you kind of practice that, I feel for a lot of people that you're practicing magic. So you're trying to get rid of being spiritual, because everybody says that they're a light worker and everything else. Everything that you try, what you're trying to do is get rid of karma. So if you're like, oh no, I need to get rid of my karma by doing something without physically picking up my ass and doing something else. Right? I don't know what that's for. That come out of nowhere. Anyway, let's leave that. So the old guy's probably bathing and rituals and stuff. Rachel, I'm also hearing Rachel. So I was really trying to get on with your message here. I don't know what it is that's distracting you. Something is distracting you. Like, am I distracting you? Am I distracting you? Am I a pain? Am I called pain? Am I Sophie? Or am I just on the sofa all of the time? I don't know. But like, I don't know, I keep hearing, am I a pain? Am I getting in your way? Am I a pain? Am I a pain? I mean, is someone thinking that they're going to Spain? Or like somewhere like Spain, plane journey? But like, am I a pain? Am I a pain? Or I'm in pain constantly. In pain, like in pain, I'm always in pain. Trust me, welcome to my fucking life. I'm always in pain. Actually, I'm in pain this morning because my sciatica, well, my hip is kind of like playing up, but I'll soon get rid of that when I go to the gym. So, Jim, Jolene, Juice and Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. You could be going to the gym, you could be working out. Something to do with, I also heard, Viva Bookie Street, yeah, Magnifique Bookie Street. So you really could be some income tax, no income tax, no VAT. So it's looking at your VAT, your valet, something to do with valeting your car, a VAT, okay, or an MOT, okay. You could also be a divorcee, so I'm also hearing D, anybody beginning with D, devil, but like a divorcee or divorcee or something like that. Say what you want. Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. And then Pauline, Paul McCartney. So I've pulled my McCartney. Someone's pulled their cartilage, is what I'm hearing. Like I've pulled my cartilage. So it might be something in your knee, because I keep hearing the knights that like to say knee, unless you're called Steve. But you could have, I don't know, sciatica, a pulled knee, because I keep hearing, I keep pulled knee, or I call Steve, someone's calling me. God, but just don't call me out. It's a pussy, or someone calling Steve, or calling occupants. So, if you really haven't found my channel before, you're going to find me crazy. So I channel a load of messages, they come in very strange, and then we get to the bottom of the story soon, okay? New deck, we'll be doing it very soon, okay? So just stick with it, okay? Because it might be slightly different. But I keep hearing, like, I've pulled my knee, or I've pulled my cartilage, or I've pulled, like, ooh, I've pulled. So you've pulled someone, you've caught someone's eye, but you've also pulled, well, I keep hearing, like, I've pulled. So something, you could be a fish, could be a Pisces, something like that, and I've pulled. Or I'm Paula, or I'm from, I don't know, Pucci, Paula, Pisces, I don't know, pick and mix. Something to do with pick and mix. I don't know, it could be a 7. So once yourselves, like 7 of cups, I would see of like, well, I'm picking and I'm mixing. So it might be what I'm doing, mixing, mastering, because I'm a Life Path 7. You can also watch this as a Life Path 7 Cancer. Mixing, mastering, music, all that kind of stuff. NPC X, Machina X, all that kind of stuff. Something to do with your ex. Some of you are just constantly and always going on about your ex. Like your X marks the spot. Something to do with around a Capricorn. So your ex might be a Gemini or a Capricorn, or have that placement of 6. And you're just constantly thinking about, oh dear, oh dear, the devil's turned up in your reading. So it's kind of like this, oh dear, now they've turned up, oh, what are they doing here? Only me, Virgo is also here. So you could have been, from the past, maybe dealing with a Virgo or Capricorn. Some of you are just possibly still dealing with the person that you don't want, but you'll probably go through that for many years until you realise it doesn't work. Or you're dealing with, like, I don't know, doing loads of rituals, and you'll do that for many years until it doesn't work. Trust me, you guys will probably hate me, but you'll probably come back in a couple of 3 years and realise, fuck, nothing actually changed. Nothing actually changed. So you could really be dealing with a Scorpio for a lot of you, and 4. Okay, don't worry about it. We're just kind of getting through to the messages what this is. Because I'm also hearing calling and blocking. That's what happens when you smoke. Don't smoke, kids. Do you smoke, Fool? Something to do with a journey and a trip of the Fool card. So is it distance? There's something to do with a distance being a problem, or is it like a marathon runner? Well, actually, I'm on a runner, so some of you might want to buy a treadmill, or you are on a treadmill, but I do it at the gym. Because I'm hearing a distance, at a distance, so someone could physically be at a distance from you, okay? So I would look at the world, so I would see a Piscean energy here somewhere. And I'm hearing, well, I don't know if there's a problem or not a problem, but am I creating more of a problem out of a non-descriptive problem? I don't know. Someone could be, someone's like cryptic, very cryptic, like they're trying to figure out this puzzle and this clue of what they want to do, is why you're probably dealing with a Libra. So someone could have Libra in their chart, and it was like, well, this is such a riddle, and this is such a clue. I kind of know where it is, but I don't know what it is, but it's just a feeling. This has came up through the last 2 readings I've done. It's that's budgie, but something like a cryptic clue that doesn't make any sense, but it does, and it's Libra. So it's kind of like, well, this really doesn't make any sense, and I can't really figure it out. Unless it's really anything to, I mean, is this a thought and a feeling at the same time? Like, this equation doesn't work out, and I can't work out why this is happening, but I also can't work out because of pain and being in pain, and I can't work out, which would mean work out. And I can't do it because I'm in pain, and I can't also do it because I'm in Spain, so someone might be at a distance, like Spain or somewhere like that. And it's trying to figure out this clue of, 1, wanting to go to the gym, of being in pain and I can't but I want to. 2, also like a cryptic clue maybe around love or something like that, of where love is just a feeling, but it's also created by the darkness, which means it's created by a devil energy. So whatever it is that's dark around you is what they're saying, it's created by a Capricorn / Gemini maybe. Because they're saying that whatever is dark around you is being created by the darkness, which is, I believe in a thing called love. Right? I heard the darkness, right? So something to do with silence, or you really could be dealing with a Libra. Silence in court. So court appearance came up in the last reading that I did, which was Gemini. So silence in court, some of you are being silenced, being told to shut up. Or like, I don't know, is it around a Gemini or something like that? But like, I've just told you to shut up, and I just told you to shut up, didn't I? I told you to shut up. I told you to stop opening your mouth. So I don't know. Is someone just let out a big secret, and then I told you not to go and tell the other person, didn't I? But you did, and you went straight over to them and told them, oh no, this is, oh Jesus, man, I can see this coming up in my life. Sorry, I just realised what this is. I can just see what this is. Sorry, just a very quick description if any of you are bothered out there, but I am a life path 7 and it's coming up. My ex used to live here years ago, okay, and she moved out. Backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, in and out, broke up completely and utterly, over and finished, right? But for ages I told her that obviously you don't live here anymore, so letters have turned up, and they do once a month, to this address. And through the period of when we were breaking up and splitting up and breaking up and splitting up, this could be in your life, it could be happening to you. So letters were turning up, and I used to take it over there when we were together, right? And I would say, look, you're really going to have to sort out all of your affairs and sort out all of your paperwork, because it keeps coming to this address. Just go to the goddamn doctors, please, because it's NHS doctor stuff. And I'm like, will you please just go to the doctors and just change your address from there to here, where you live? And it took like 2 years or a year and a half, and she still didn't do it. Didn't like picking up the phone. This is probably, shut up your mouth. But like, still didn't pick up the phone. And like, now all of this is finished and it's done. This actually happened before, but this ain't going to be happening again. Where now another letter has turned up at this address with her name on it, and it's from the NHS. And before, that started off cycles before, I would have to get on the blower and say, or message and say, look, you've had So we're going to get to the story because I can see more here. But because this could be to do with phone calling, exes for children and stuff like that as well, as what I'm picking up for a lot of you. Okay. But like, I used to have to text and say, look, you've had another letter come, blah, blah, blah. What do you want me to do with it? Oh, can you bring it over? And then it would lead into more crap and blah, blah, blah. Or like, just rip it up and don't bother. But the communication would have to happen again. So this time, again, for the final time, it's been a while now. It's been a while that it's completely over. Lo and behold, does another letter come through the door for the person. So it does say box, tick, return to sender, no address. Okay, so doesn't live here, blah, 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 tick, send it. But I've never really had to do that before, so I think that's what you do. I don't really know. So anybody with advice, if you can tell me in the description. So anyway, I've left it in the kitchen. So my mum's now seen it. So she's saying, oh, well, I can pop over there to work and give her it. And I'm like, no. Do not. I do not want you going over there, right, and stirring up a hornet's nest. Exes do not want to be visited by mother-in-laws, ex-people, blah, blah, blah. Any kind of way that you can do. Some of you have got kids, and this is a message for you, but I'm giving you my scenario. So if this relates to you, because it's in your reading, well, it's also in mine. But like, you know, so now there's been a huge argument of karma here because of a letter that's turned up for someone else that they didn't do the work. They were supposed to go to the doctors. They were supposed to go to the doctors in order to sort out all of their paperwork so the address wouldn't come here. There's what have been coming up through some of the readings of undress unknown. So you've got Elvis Presley. Undress unknown, return to sender. So it's probably going to be returned to a non-addressed sender. But again, it's caused conflict because someone's now kind of like, oh, well, I'm just going to pop over that. No, I do not. What? Why? That's what happens when you deal with people that have got Taurus. And, you know. But like, yeah. So Gemini, yeah, don't worry. But so what is this going to mean for you? Well, I don't know. It could be a letter that's turned up at your door, and then someone's like, oh no, I'm just going to take it over there anyway. Or you end up contacting your ex when you know that you shouldn't. Okay, so for a lot of you, you're just caught between a rock and a hard place, probably between a Piscean or something like that, and you're caught between this rock and a hard place. Some of you, like I said, you've been coming up in the other reading, which was Gemini, which was 6. So it's a lot to do with court, finding out evidence, paperwork, court study, but also now in this reading, so if you've got Cancerian in your reading of the numerology or placement of Cancerian or 7, in any of those, just watch the other 2 readings because you're in them, right? Because the story is following through the numerology, I would say, but numbers. This is where everybody's buggered off because they're bored with waiting for a couple of fish. So you really could be dealing with a fish, which is, say, it's a Pisces for some of you. But I think a lot of you are stuck between the past, the present, and the future of a third energy still being in your energy, which means that you cannot, descriptive, believe me or not, you cannot get rid of exes through rituals. You cannot get rid of your karma. The only way you can do that is by getting the fuck out of it and not contacting exes. That's the only way you do it. There is nothing that you can do in life to get rid of spiritual callings. That's what you're here for. You're designed to fail. If you look at normal people outside of us, we are the batshit fucking crazy ones. Why do you think I made the t-shirt? I worn it, I pissed on it and bought another one, and then made one, right? Spiritual people are fucking lunatics. Honestly, I'm one of them, right? If you'll just have a look at normal people getting on with their life, they're getting on with their life, right? What are we fucking doing? Right, that's the way I see it. But anyway, about that. You can't get rid of your karma. You can't run from it. So anything that you do in life, voodoo, right? So it's rituals. So you can't get rid of things that you can't see. It's metaphysics. You can't get rid of feelings. You don't know what they are. Okay, so you're trying to learn what they are. But by keep doing things, by bringing up all of that negative energy into your head, and then thinking, okay, I really need to do this because I need to get rid of something, blah, 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 without physically taking action to do it, you're just thinking negative energy. That's why I said positive affirmation is the best thing that you can really do, because you're thinking positive stuff. The last thing anybody wants to do is do anything that makes you think negatively, right? Do not want to think negatively. It could also be maybe a Gemini moon or a Libra moon here. And there's a lot of negative thoughts, like just thinking too much of negativity and then positivity and then negative, positive, right? So it's trying to make a connection is what I feel for you, Cancer, in your energy of description of channeled stuff, is that I'm trying to make a connection, but one minute I feel negative and the next minute I feel positive. Now that's either because you're living in false hope of past working out, which means you need to move away from your being the karmic energy of your karmic energy. You need to move from those to new connections, because you never know what those are. But don't never like put negative energy onto the future by just thinking negatively, because then you just mess up connections, right? So I don't know, you've kind of got this positive negative way of thinking. Now I don't know whether that's because that you're still communicating with your ex, or you're having to, or you've had children with them. I mean, like I said, I'm just hoping, because if any of you are hope, you're living in false hope by not doing anything, because you're like, no, I'm going to give up on all of my future activities because I'm living in false hope for the past to work out. You're fucked. You'll be fucked. You will, because you're living on a dream. You're just hoping that it works. Okay, that can also be manifesting. That can also be, like I said, manifesting can also be classed as slight energies of witchcraft, right? But like, you know, rituals, living out of false hope, it can be false, right? Because it's living out of illusion of waiting for karmic energies, right? Because you can do all of those kind of things thinking that karmic energies are just going to disappear. When you're on a spiritual journey, what are you riddled with? Karma. That's what we're here for, right? So no matter what you do, you're going to get rid of karmic energies. So when it comes to like divorce and children and things like that, that's your karmic energy, right? So some of you, like I said, you're having to probably get your children to phone ex-husband or husband, or you're still on the run, banned on the run. So Paula, Pauline, Jolene, but on the run from exes, trying to escape the ex, right? But like I said, it's down to you, however that is. But if any of you are still in false hope for that working, see, I keep thinking that some of you, it's up to you what you're doing, but I keep thinking in your energy, what Spirit is saying is that you keep thinking that something is going to work that you're doing to try and get rid of something. And you're trying to get rid of something by thinking about getting rid of something. So it might be me, but like I'm trying to think about get rid of the thing, which would be a Stephen. So it's either another Stephen or thinking about getting rid of me. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That is up to people, honestly. I don't mind what people do. I'm just here in order to do my work, right? So if people don't agree with my method and you agree in someone else's method, just keep doing someone else's method. See if it works. It's honestly, I'm not being funny. It's just like, if you believe someone else's method is better for you, then go and do their method. I would do that. Because if you do one's method and then another one's method and then another one's method and another one's method, you're going to confuse yourselves. So for me to truly help you, what I would say is pick, choose, and then go. Like I said, I don't mind if some of you guys leave me and go to something else. Okay, because I really am picking up. Because I'm getting it as well. A lot of people keep contacting me about other channels and stuff, and I don't want to know. I don't want to know about this other person's channel. Okay, I'm getting fed up with it, to be honest. Okay, because people keep, I don't know, it's just people keep telling me about other people's channels. I don't want to know. Okay, but because I'm a Life Path 7 and it keeps coming at me, just like I said in many others, man, just leave tarot card readers to do their thing and just, you know, just do one or the other. But I think a lot of you are Libra energies. You're trying to pick between two people for a lot of you, and you're kind of like, look, it's either my past or it's my future. And some of you could be really living out of your past hope of like, oh, fuck it, I'm going to give up the future because it's way too much work. It's too much effort for me to do. So I'm just going to give up and leave. Like I said through the manifesting video, I'm going to leave before it gets here, before I give it a chance. I'm going to leave and give everything up because it's too much hard work. Well, that's what spiritual connections take, because it takes strength. It takes like a Leo energy or Aquarian energy. It doesn't mean them or Emily, Melissa, Maria, but it takes a strong energy to be able to leave the past to go towards the future with perseverance of like, right, I've made my decision and it's final. I am left my past behind completely. I've put up all of the boundaries that there is, that I don't have to talk, speak, act, like letters appearing. I've stopped everything. I've sent it back to return to sender, so don't worry about it, you can keep it. I've decided to do everything by myself. I don't need your help. I'm going this way towards the future. Okay, so that's for cross-watcher or anybody that's got a complicated energy of maybe 2 in their energy. Okay, well, it's up to you. Like I said, it's you either concentrate on your past and working your past out, but if the past is failed, that's a failed attempt. So you're really dealing with a Libra, a constant failed attempt of giving chances after chance after chance after chance after chance after chance, living out of a dream of false hope. Okay, so what you're doing is that you're concentrating on your past all the time. You're even thinking negatively about your past, that's creating a negative reaction within the future. So you need to sort your fucking self out. Yeah, for a lot of you, but I really do keep picking up like an impossible mission type sort of thing, right? Well, that's a spiritual mission. You're on a mission. That's why you'll never get rid of it, no matter what you do. It doesn't matter. You will never get rid of your spiritual mission. So you can do whatever you like, and then you can come back, or you can go somewhere else after a couple of years and it doesn't work. That's why I've had so many people like twin flame stuff, like, oh, that was my ex, blah 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 blah. Right? You can't give up on future hope of connections, because it's focus that pulls you away. So if you're dealing with 2, which is say 2 of Cups, a 2 of Cups supposed to give you positive energy of focus, but it requires you, in order to forget your past, that's why 2 of Cups is there, because it is a healing energy. It heals you from your past. It's a magnet that pulls you towards 2, away from that, okay, away from all of that shit. So it makes you think, right? It makes you think. So it makes you think, and you'll go over in your head, okay, so what are all of the possibilities of maybe this maybe working out or not working, or maybe, or will it or won't it, I don't know. And then you kind of have surprises that appear up in your energy from exes. And that's normally when they mess up your manifestation of future, right? So that means that you have to be 100% equivocally knowing that your past is over, and that you're not in denial that you would go back if the person would change, because you've obviously done it for so long, okay? And then you also have to start to realise that, okay, I know that, so I have all letters, I'll return to sender, there is no way that this can cause any kind of paradox of where I would have to communicate. So it would mean I need to sort out children, if I have them, with phones, that I don't have to communicate with my ex-husband. If he wants to ring the children, then he can ring the children on the phone that I've given the children. I just don't want to know. You don't have to contact me to contact them. You can just contact them directly instead of going through me. And that can be an energy tear of where you now could really have like a Pisces trine of 3. So it might mean a third party of love. I can never tell you unless you're in one. But it can also mean that connection still that is there because of things like a letter. It can also be like a mother-in-law or a mother that gets in the way of it all and starts to know, I'm going to go over there anyway. You can do that. You've also got, like I said, this third energy could be where you've had or got children, and the children keep bringing up the past of the ex that keep you in false hope. Okay, so what it's going to take you to do is get out and move state, move country, move town for more opportunities. You see, this is what came up on Patreon. Sorry if I'm sweating, but this is what came up on Patreon, which I'll give you a little bit of rendition for you guys that are not supporting me on Patreon. But like, it came up on there, and it was requiring a lot of effort, right, in order to be able to sort out all of my affairs, ready for the future, to get rid of all of my energy, which means that I have wrapped up all of my past energies. I've dealt with all of my issues with that, okay? So it doesn't mean that I need to go within to deal with my issues. It just means fucking deal with them. That's what it means. It's the strictness of it. It means I've dealt with my own shit. I have put in boundaries. I've blocked people out, blah, blah, blah. But you just don't block out the future energy, sweetie, right? Because that's you giving up hope of the like, oh, well, it's too much work. I'm just going to give up and not do all of that because it's something to do with the Pisces. 3. So you've, I don't know, like I said, past, present and future could have these numerology placements of 3, and it's just fucked the whole energy up. because you can end up like, oh, now who's who? Right? So you've got to know it's something to do with around movement here is what I'm picking up, like a movement of 3, okay? Like this energy of movement of 3. So it's kind of like transforming from past to future, but thinking about it, right? So it's kind of like this energy of needing to sort out all of your affairs, which means like if I'm having an affair, well then you need to dump one person and go with the other person and stop having an affair. But if you're watching this and you're saying, yeah, I know, Steve, it's because the karmic and they need to stop having an affairs, well then you're stupid, because you're letting the person go and stick their bingo dobber in other people, and then they come back to you and stick their bingo dobber in you, and then you're absolutely foobarred. So don't be anal. Don't be a person that's kind of like, yeah, because they keep running off to the karmic and then they keep having an affair with me, with another person, and blah, blah, blah. If you don't know about it, well, then that's bad karma for the person that's doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? So you'll create a future. So you have to sort out your energy of picking a person and thinking, right, regardless, I've made my choice of a person of who I want to concentrate on. That be that person, whoever it be, okay? If you are a Cancerian or a cross-watcher and you're kind of like, you know what, I'm going to concentrate on my ex all of the time, no matter what I'm doing, trying to manifest it, trying to think negative thoughts, trying to go over all this, I'm going to be a person that's just going to sit here, do nothing, and focus on all of the shit that's gone on and all of the negative stuff. Then you're not doing positive affirmation, regardless of it. Because that's the regardless of fucking Leviosa, right? You're believing that if you just wave a stick at it, that it will go away. It won't, right? It won't. It's called a karmic awakening, right? Your awakening won't go, okay? So what is this meaning for you, Cancer? I'm sorry, it's not really a prediction. It's just kind of me picking up the confusing energy that you seem to have around you at the moment, where it's around needing to forget your past, forget the negative energy, put up boundaries, blocks, any situation that it is where you do not have to communicate with the person that you do not want to communicate with. But on the other hand, I have to be honest, if you are dealing with negativity, okay, and the person keeps contacting you and blah, blah, blah of negativity, and you're just living in false hope and dream, well then you're just going to live out of a false hope, because you're prodding a Leo or an Aquarian, and you're prodding them. Now, when I come up with these messages, you don't have to look at them as your love life. You can see if someone that's just prodding you with a stick to make you pissed off and wild, to just keep annoying you, okay? Whoever that is that's shaking this stick at you and prodding you, then you need to be very careful, okay? Because you're kind of like staring a hornet's nest up there, okay? So I don't know who that is that's coming up in your energy, but like I said, negative people can fuck up your manifestation for the future, because you're dealing with a lot of shit of people in your life, say family, okay, and they just keep bringing all of this negative awareness up for you that stops you from manifesting a good connection in the future for a lot of you, right? So you need to clear out all, and I don't mean clear out their negative aura, I mean clear out the person, kick them out, right? Just kick them out. If these are people that are weighing you down, that don't do anything, kick them out, okay? Take them off, you know. I don't know what I'm kind of saying really. Is it relating with you in any way? Can you understand that without me really showing you a card? It's basically a message for you, Cancer, to sort out all of your affairs, and if you're having an affair with another person, then don't give up the future person for the past and see how that works out. It's up to you, but they're saying that you're going to have to give up the ghosting energy, and you're going to have to stop just ghosting people as well. So I don't know if this is anything to do with Elijah, but like, stop ghosting people. I don't know what this is around ghosting people, just physically shutting down emotionally, physically then just deciding to ghost people because of too much burden and stress. I don't know, unless you're going through the court thing. If you're Stephen or something with Steve, but like if you're going through the court thing, then that came up in the last reading that you'll have to watch around Gemini, but that is also Capricorn, which is 6, okay. witches. It's something to do with around rituals and stuff, man. I give up. I absolutely do. I give up. My best advice would be do that for a couple of years and see if it really helps you, right? If it has ever stopped your karma, meaning that you're doing something thinking, okay, I really need to get rid of my karma now, but then future, does it happen again after the karmic energy that people keep saying about the karmic energy, that I need to get rid of the karmic energy by doing rituals and stuff. Let me do that and get rid of that one, and then think that I've avoided the lesson by not going into another one. You're on a spiritual goddamn journey. That's what it's about. Okay, that's what it's about. So you can do whatever it is that you like that thinks this is going to help you, right? But trust me, you ain't going to know until you get to the future. And if you live in fear of just keep wanting to try and get rid of the past by doing things, you'll just have thought of that much negative energy within a 3 or 4 month period or cycle or a month. You've basically just walked into another that's going to show you the same energy. Okay, so it's about dealing with your own shit there. Okay, and trust me, if these come up for me, these are my energies as well. I'm part of this. I am nothing special that stands me different from the crowd. I can assure you of that. Okay, so anyway, I don't know what this is for you, Cancer, but there seems to be a lot of in and out, backwards, forwards, confused, don't know energies. Okay, which can mean witch. There is something here around, like I said, if any of you are practicing rituals, I would pick up that. That's what my spirit would say, witch. Okay, I don't believe in like people slashing goddamn cats and dogs and God knows what else and horses, right? Only fools and horses. But like, unless it's to do with a horse yard or something like that, as a general message to do with someone that has horses, okay? But like, you know, people lose their fucking mind and they wonder why. You know, because any kind of, I don't know. It's a ritual. Carry on doing that. Anyway, let's see. You see, I'm better off not knowing. For those people that have been sending me messages around these things, just please keep it to yourself, because I don't want to know, because this is why it fucks up my readings. Right? I just don't want to know. Man. So that basically means anybody that's ever really contacting me via anything, please do not mention another person's channel. That way. It's the clearest I can do it. Please don't keep me mentioning other people's channels. Right. Let's see. So, Libra. There you go, Cancer. There's the Libra energy. Now, this came up yesterday and I thought it was, well, a 2. But it's 8. You see, it's a very strange deck. It's a new deck. It's a new deck. Look at that, Rodney. Look at the size of his rodders. But like, Justice is a 2. But this says 8. So it's a very different deck. So you're going to have to bear with me. But Karma, legal system. Okay, so some of you, you're in the last reading. It's kind of like this... The Last of Us. Some of you are playing The Last of Us, something to do with zombies and Xboxes and PlayStations or something like that. And this seems to be the last of it now. It seems to be this overabundant energy of it being the last now. This is the last time I'm ever going to do this. And if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. So like I said, for some of you, there is a positive energy that seems to be coming through of this is the last time I'm going to say this and the last time I'm going to go through it, and I am not doing this anymore. Past energy. Good if that's that. Because I'm picking up this is the last time I'm going to say it and the last time I'm going to do it. And this is what I mean, and I mean what I say. And if I mean it, the answer is no, hopefully, to you guys that are in the past. It's the last time I'm going to do it. I'm not going to go over it anymore. I've already told you once. It's my final word, my final decision. No. No means no. Okay. It's my final word, my final decision. I've told you no. Okay, so for any of you out there that may be this energy that haven't had that yes or no yet, you're living an illusion. You've been waiting too long for an answer that's already been told. Okay, because Spirit's told you the answer. You've probably found it in God knows how many readings, but you haven't took it. Right, you haven't took that for word. It's like, well, a tarot card reader told me that I shouldn't be doing this. a tarot card reader really told me that the answer was no, but I'm still doing that. Well, there you go. You had your answer already. Okay. So if you're in this energy here and you are one of these Libra energies that's like, look, this is my final decision and it's final, you could be taking your finals, which means that you could be doing anything to do with, because this came up where it was to do with around a master's degree and a riddle and figuring out mathematics and stuff and going for a master's degree. And it's kind of like, look, if I'm going to do this right, I'm going to do it right. So it could be a Groundhog Day moment. But like, if I'm going to do this right, I'm going to make sure that I can fully concentrate on what I want for the future that's better for me. Because some of this is around a Scorpio 4, okay, placement, and it was to do with around a placement. So, well, here it is now. So they're saying it's around a place, which is a Pisces, a fish, and it's also around a placement, which means that what college do I want to go to? What school do I want to go to? Where do I want to live after a divorce? If I'm leaving my husband, then where is it that I could live that would get me out of this pile of shit place that I don't like anyway, that would help me more in the future, because I have to go towards opportunity. If you're a strong person that goes towards opportunity, then you go towards the future. Sorry, I just got it because I've been going to the gym and I'm kind of like, fucking hell, bro, that's working. Anyway, sorry, it's a little bit vain, right? But like, well, you could be dealing with a Libra, they're quite vain. But like, yeah, some of you, you're looking for a placement, right? It's kind of like, I'm looking for a college placement. I'm looking for a place to live because I'm divorced, I've give up the past, and I'm looking for a place to actually physically get out of here. Because this is like a get out of jail free card, right? So I'm looking to be able to be free from this energy, which means divorce, settlement. It's also karma, but y'all can't just get rid of your karma, right? You can't just get rid of your karma. Karma can be good because you have karma dharma. You have a reward of dharma, which is the future from the karma. The dharma gets you out of these situations. Help, support, guidance, information, the police, the social services, setting up things where you don't have to communicate with other people. Okay, so interference is also karma, right? So I'm here picking up for a lot of you, something to do with P, picking up a lot of from you here, that this is the final decision, that what you realise is that you're going for your finals, some kind of study, education that you're going through to get you out of something. Some of you, this and looking for a placement to get out of where you are, because like I said, if your country, state, or God knows what else, you look for a different state, you look for a different country, you look for a different placement of where you are. If it isn't great, you have to move, you have to go further afield to get more, okay? If you do that and you prove yourself that, okay, I'm really thinking about doing things now and sorting out my life because I know the future is going to really support the future, that will, because that'll be a positive reaction, okay? But some of you here, because if that's college, but some of you, like I said, it's either you or your partner is thinking about a job, that, or a Robert, but I'm thinking about where is it that I can live after divorce or after separation or after getting out. Some of you are going through that process of like, okay, I'll put all of the things, because Gemini, which is also / Capricorn, came up with around evidence being handed in order to turn all of my energy in, which is everything that I know now. I have enough knowledge now to know. I have enough information now to know. I have enough information now to know that the past is over. I know I've got enough information now on the future, which means that I've done all my research now that I am ready to move on from the past and also be able to hand all of the evidence in to see what the outcome is going to be. Now, for some of you, this is because that's hard work. That's hard work there, right there. Congratulations, Cancerian, right? It's going to also be paying visas and stuff for travel, visas, all that kind of thing, right? Looking for a visa. But Ebony's are good, right? Steve's are good. 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 Steve's are good, or unless your name's Edwin or Goodwin. But like, so we've got a few. Also, one of my favourite artists, sorry, I'm kind of lost. Could be dealing with a Virgo energy as well. Edwin Collins. 525 on him. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius Taurus placement. On a Monday morning and I'm lying on my unmade bed. And outside these walls there's a new day dawn. Melissa, Mel, Melissa, Maria, Matilda. Is a new day dawning and the sky turns from black to red. I can sleep a wink. Some of you are struggling to sleep. Okay. Am I losing control? I'm doubled up in agony. But won't you help me unfold? Don't need no morning glamour. That much I've figured out. Just need your bedside manner to make me well again. Jen, Julian, Justin, Jackie. Don't need no easy glamour. That much I've figured out. Yeah, so anyway, above that, some of you really have decided that you're going to get a divorce or you're going to leave. Finally, you're going to leave Lee. Wow, congratulations. Congratulations, reading is over. Say no more. You're going to leave. Brilliant. Such a great energy coming through for you. It really is, Cancer. I think all of that stuff is just you getting in your own way here as a Libra energy for a lot of you. You're standing in your own way, but you're not. It's something to do with the Pisces trine of 3. And you're standing in your own way, right? Which means that you're just kind of like, for this week, you're just kind of like going through these, trying to balance the books, trying to balance education, trying to think about jobs, descriptions of where to get jobs. How can I start my life over again once this is finished? When I leave and I physically go, what are the courts going to say when I hand over the evidence? Just do not let fear of the outcome of the future destroy now, okay? Don't think about a negative outcome. Just think positively about the outcome, okay? That there will be a positive outcome, regardless of Leviosa, right? But like, just because I think a lot of you are kind of like, okay, right, job. Where am I going to get a job? Where am I going to live? When I leave and I move and I go to court, what is going to happen after the effect, after the X? There you go. So what's going to happen after the X? Just don't put this onto the future of thinking that your X is the future also, right? Because then you'll live in fear of a new start of energy, right? You have to have that, I can't get that through to people what that feels like, right? But like, it's this nervous energy. Gavin James, nerve, right? You got a nerve. You hit my nerve. Someone got on someone's nerves. Well, I know a song that will get on your nerves, get on your nerves, get on your nerves. Somebody got on someone's nerves. I don't know who that is. But like, because I'm hearing you get on my nerves, but am I getting on your nerves? It's a weird 3 energy here. Two same messages. That really does get on my nerves. But how you doing? Am I getting on your nerves? There's a strange paradox energy there of nervous, being nervous. Nerves. Like also running through here. Nerves. The meridian system. Okay. But like nerves, it's in my nerves. Some of you could have Alzheimer's and stuff like that, and you physically actually work for the elderly here, and someone's got Alzheimer's or they shake quite a lot, right? But we're going to stick with the main message of what I have for you, Cancer. I'm sorry you've only had 1 card so far, but I don't really need them, but they help. Someone's looking for help and getting help from someone, right? Someone that is very wise. But it's legal. It's you thinking about divorce and getting out finally and moving, going for my finals. Where could I go and get a job after my finals? Where is that? Because it's better than here. Because it's better than where you are. That's your main message. Wherever is better than where I am. Right? And if wherever I am or want to be over the rainbow, then you go towards a Piscean energy of 3 maybe. Because it's somewhere over the rainbow. But Yeah, Simon. I'm also hearing Si or Simon or Cynthia. Sassy, also all up in here. Sarah. Steve. Well, Steve's a good, man. I'll call Steve. Oh, man, you are good. Anyway, let's have a look. So, Cancer. I could give you a full reading out of that one card there. Let's see. I like this deck. I've only done 2 readings out of it. Let's see. Cancer for the 1st until the 7th. I was going to leave it at that. 6 of Cups, baby. There you go. Ooh, baby, there's a place on earth. Is there a place for me, fish? Probably a Pisces, but ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven that love comes first. Ooh, heaven is a... If you put love first, love will put you first also. So someone will put you first. Or is there some sort of competitive energy of here of first the worst, second the best, you're the dirty loser? Okay, so is there a competitive energy of here like where you're the loser, you're nothing but a loser, you're the winner? So someone is a winner, chicken dinner, baby, all day long. That's a winner. That's a keeper. That's what I would call a keeper. That person's forever, Trevor. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing, is this person going to be forever? Is it, I mean, just don't stop looking too much into the future of like, will this be forever? Okay, but I'm hearing that, like, you know, it's worthy energy of 6 of Cups because it's the same energy. It's also divorcing the 6. It's getting rid of family energies. It's letting it go and dropping the ego. You either reconcile or you just go. Okay, but it's also to start off a new 6 of Cups for the future. So it's planning, it's organising, it's family related. It's everything within here that tells you about children, house, home, mortgage, starting over again. I need a new 6 of Cups. Doesn't even have to be love. But if you're knowing someone that you're loving on, they're loving you just as much, because that's loving you is easy because you're beautiful. And every day of my life is filled with loving you. La 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 la. Come on, everybody. Come on. La 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 la. That's so feminine, right? But like, yeah, this person could be feminine but also masculine. You've kind of got this strange contrast between lovers, because this is a Gemini, Capricorn. Between lovers, I'm a thorn between the rose. Between lovers, between mothers, your mother could be a Gemini. Your mother could be a Gemini, and your placement of 7 and 4 comes to 8. Oh well, 2. It should be a 2, but it's an 8. So you could be dealing with a Leo, Aquarian, Libra. Okay, Aquarian, Leo, Libra, and then this would be a Gemini, Capricorn energy. Some of you are dealing with a mother, the mother-in-law, okay, or Laura's, all up in the Laura. I'm dealing with Laura at the minute, really? Yep, she an easy late? Apparently so. So we're in. Sorry, Laura. But yeah, anyway, someone here is peering in on someone's window here. A window of opportunity of someone that is gorgeous. Because I'm hearing, man, you are gorgeous. Look at those eyes. It's like, yeah, but I'm looking at these cups, baby. It's like, yeah, but just look. Look what we could do. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. Okay. Just look what we could do. We could do this. You know, the future is bright. The future is great. We could do all of these things. We could make all of these plans. I think that's what you're doing. You're making plans for the future. Now, that's either with someone or without someone, or without the past and with the future, or just within yourself. Let's take the weather with you. Don't never forget Heather. Always take Heather with you. Right? So I'm also hearing, do I take my kids with me or do I not? I mean, are they old enough? Do I let them have the children and just leave all of them to them and go? Or Emily, Melissa? Man, this is going to... I'm going to have to end it here because it's an hour and it takes so long to render, to get out to YouTube. That's what happened with the Capricorn reading. So I'm sorry, these are only really supposed to be for tier 1, the full access bundle on Patreon. That's where they're supposed to be. I don't normally do the 1st till the 7th, but I've kind of got time. So I've given you a little bit of something, Cancer. But normally the 1st to the 7th would only go to Patreon anyway. But if you want the rest of the reading, if you're on the full access bundle of Patreon, you're missing out on some good readings actually, because the last 2 have been good positive outcomes. And I think that's what you're hoping for. But it doesn't matter, you've kind of got your messages. If you want to join, you can, but it'll be the full access bundle to Patreon only. You can find it in the description below. There'll be a link, but if you've already joined, don't follow the link, just use your app, okay? So if you've already joined Patreon, don't follow the link, just use your app to get on, because the link will just send you to pay again, okay? So download the app, so on and so forth, but you should know, but the video explains everything first before you join if you wanted to. But all of your weeklies will be on the full access bundle from now on, okay, apart from the monthlies. But you'll know anyway. Thank you so much, Cancer. I really do appreciate it. Emails below, blah, 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 everything, Angel Radio, all that kind of stuff. Make sure you stick around the channel. You can find stuff you like. Okay, thanks very much, Cancer. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.